You'd be like, don't fuck with me, bitch, okay? How many times have I told you? What have I told you about smoking? It's disgusting. I go like that and blow it out my nose. These are fake, obviously, because, you know, I made these out of paper. You know what I told you? No, I made a video previously about the woman that decided she wanted to. I do believe I was talking or discussing the woman that my dad was dating, and she decided she wanted to blow cigarette smoke in my face. I just looked at her and I was like, what a bitch. And her brother shares my name. And so it was like, God. He's like, you know, you could totally tell he was a pothead, you know, like that. So I was like, got any weed? I'm just kidding. No, I never wanted to do that stuff. I thought it was disgusting. It was like, ew. God, oh, his breath smelled like burnt Cheetos. I mean, it was like, ew. Oh. I was like, don't smoke that stuff. I mean, if you're gonna smoke cigarettes, fine. I was like, I asked him, I said, you got a lighter? Because I slapped. Like I told you, I slapped this cigarette out of her hand after she went. She goes, yeah, well. Like that. I have no idea. I cannot remember for the life of me why. Why? And I just kept wanting to hear, just try, my pretty. Okay. Oh, she was evil. She was evil. Oh, she was evil. So I was like, that thing out of my face. And it went flying. She goes, do you realize how expensive cigarettes are? And I was like, yeah, I do. That's a Winston 100, isn't it? She said, yes, it is. And I was like, you know, fine. Well, let's go find it. Oh, there it is. Hey, Dave, you got a cigarette? You got a lighter? Yeah, sure, man. Here. So, feel good? You like that? Because that was rude. I don't know why you blew your cigarette smoke in my face. Got no idea why. But that's okay. That's the past. What we're going to talk about is the future today. I got one of those face huggers. Yeah, you know, if you guys are Aliens fans. I just saw Romulus, you know, when it came out, and I was hugging I was holding on to the seat like this. I saw it with my kiddo in there, and he's like, I want to go see Romulus, and he's 10. So I was like, oh, holy Moses, child, you want to see Romulus? And then the chick was like, oh. And then she stuck the light behind like this, and you could see the deal moving around the you could see the embryo thing moving around inside. They're getting ready to hatch. It's like, I'm like, oh, girl, you're dead. Good night. And he's like, you're gonna take some night. I was like, you're gonna go night, because that thing's gonna tear its way out. If any of y'all have seen the first movie, you know what happened to him. But anyways, no. So I was clinging onto the edge of the seat like this, like, oh man, because there was like tons of face huggers, and they were going so fast. I mean, and they were like, they had some kind of, it looked like they had armor on, because they were dark and shiny. And then they didn't get the the bulkhead closed in time, and it barely was closed enough, and they all got in, and they started chasing them, and they can swim, and they were swimming through the water and everything, and I was like, oh man. But no, I got a face hugger that you can attach to your face, and it's got 2 little holes so that you can see through it like this, and then it's got its tail that you can wrap, and of course it's wire so that it will stay that way. And then every leg has wire so that it can hold on like this, and I'd be like that. I gotta paint it though, because it's like kind of like a dull white color. And so what I was thinking about doing was taking and painting it, because I know exactly what to do. I'm an artist. If you saw any of my stuff, I don't think I've shown you any of my work yet. This is right here is there it is. This is a matte painting of space. This thing is humongous. There you go, right behind me. Like that. And you see all the little constellations in there. I mean, I did the best I could. Unfortunately, down at the bottom, it's got a tear in it. The canvas has a tear, but I think I can fix it. What else? I feel like I'm missing something here. I showed you what the little alien looked like. The one that we made out of plasticine, and it's like almost like plasticine and plaster. And it gets hard by air. You don't need a kiln to fire it to make it hard. And then I painted it I mixed orange and red together to make it look like blood. And then let that dry, and then painted over it and coated it with it's your basically oh, for heaven's sake, if I gotta get up and go look for it, it's your I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go look, or it's gonna drive me cray. It's this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can find it. It's not in the kitchen. Where the heck did I put it? Okay, hold on. It's... Oh no. Oh no, oh no. But basically, it's the coating of it almost has the I keep wanting to say that, I mean, I feel like such a goofball. My memory is, I have such a terrible memory. But basically, it's, it has the consistency of like Elmer's glue. But then when you brush it on, it's white. It starts out white. And then as it dries, it turns clear. And then it will stay shiny. And that's basically what it is. And I used that to make it nice and give it a nice shimmer, to make it look like it's like wet with the blood. But I'm thinking about doing that with the face hugger, doing the, because I know it's, right now I'm staying with my ex-wife and my son. They pulled me out of a homeless shelter. You know, I'm not doing so good right now, but it's like, take that, get it out of storage, and paint it, mix it, get it all. I mean, I know exactly which colors I gotta use, and then let those colors dry. But I realized that I gotta be careful with that stuff because it's rubber, and but you could definitely feel that wire in there. And I know they used kind of like puppets on the second movie inside the tanks. And then Ripley was like, "Careful, Burke." And it went, and it was trying to get him. You could see the deal trying to, like, it wanted to, and my son calls it a vaginus, because it has like a shape kind of like a penis, and then there's like a big old hole. And I told him that it has a name, but basically it's a tube that goes down the people's throats when it attaches to their faces. And basically the tail and the legs and everything, and then it secretes a deal that it's a chemical that pretty much stops you from fighting back. And then you just kind of go into like a coma, and then you just sit still, and you don't move until it doesn't come off your face until it kind of sends a signal back, and then it takes your DNA and then twists it around, creates the creature, and then makes the little embryo, and then comes off your face and falls off. And then by the time it falls off, you you wake up like a little while after that, and then you're like, oh man, I'm hungry, because it's gonna need, intake. So you go, and I remember the first movie, he was just pigging out, and then all of a sudden he's started to do that. And it's like, what's the matter, baby? Food ain't that bad. And Parker started patting him on the back, and then the next thing you know, they realized he wasn't joking, and that he was actually in pain, and it was hurting him, because it was getting ready to hatch out. And so, I think it's in the closet here in one of the bins. The food ain't that bad, baby. That part. The food ain't that bad, baby. I don't know, man. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know, but I got a video of it, and it was a while ago, and it's been posted already. So it's been uploaded to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop yammering. But we're gonna make something real good. An experiment with, etc.